following is 100% totally fan-made, so please enjoy and always support the official release. Is this on? Yes, Jeanette. Are you sure? Because I'm usually the one. Yes. Can't you trust me? It's on, Jeanette. And it's recording. Even this. You're wasting time. Right. Okay, I'll trust you. I always do. You are my sister. Okay, Jeanette. I get it. Let's not be mushy, okay? Just go on. Right. Hello, everybody. Can I do that again? Hello, everybody. I'm Jeanette. Ugh. And this is my sister, Brittany, and Eleanor. We are here today. Jeanette, what's up? Eleanor's not here. Oh, right. Of course. Why is Alvin looking at me like that? Come on, Jeanette! Right, of course. Well, a few things before we start today's show. Theodore and Eleanor are not here because they both came down with a pretty violent cold. I'm not sure why. The rest of us are fine, at least for now. Anyway, we are gonna answer your fan mail and some of your questions and things and comments you've left. Getting right to the point today. Okay, so, Brittany, would you like to go first? I sure can. Sophia Precure says, who is your favorite Disney princess or Disney fairy? I'm not so big on the Disney princesses, but if I really had to choose, I'm going with Rapunzel. She's got that whole adventure-seeking vibe, and come on, that hair is epic! Plus, she's got Flynn Rider. You know, the guy's practically as cool as me. I'm also not big on the princesses, but, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She's intelligent, well-read, and sees people for who they are on the inside. Definitely someone I can relate to. Ariel. She's curious, independent, and knows exactly what she wants. Plus, the red hair is iconic. Total fashion queen of the ocean. Tinkerbell? Yeah, Tinkerbell. She's creative, smart, and super resourceful. A lot like me, really. And she's a fairy with her own adventures outside of the princess world. And away from Peter Pan. All right, since Theodore and Eleanor are not present today, that's the first question done. I hope this is not gonna be a short episode. But, here's the question I have. It's from Pony 1958. They say, what's your opinion on Josh and the Big Wall? Josh and the Big Wall? That's a classic! The way they retell the story of Joshua and Jericho, the humor and catchy songs is awesome. I especially love the Song of Cebu. That segment is hilarious. Absolutely. I appreciate how it can make historical stories accessible and entertaining for all ages. The animation is really well done, and the lessons about obedience and faith are thoughtfully represented. Well, as a teenage girl, I know that this is not for me, but I appreciate how it's fun and engaging. The characters are charming, and the music is, well, it's catchy. I think it's a great way to introduce important stories to younger audiences. Yeah, I agree with everyone. It really combines humor, music, and meaningful lessons in a way that's both entertaining and educational. It's definitely a standout in the VeggieTales series. Okay, I guess that I'm going next. I think this one says it's from Mal the Storybot fan, or Mal, sorry, 1043. Hi, Chipmunks and Chip Hats, it's me again. Glad to see you back. First off, yes, I have seen the Sing Thriller. We still haven't. And it was awesome. And second, I have a question for Jeanette. Here we go. I have a question for Jeanette and Simon. Which Harry Potter movie and or book is your favorite? Mine is The Chamber of Secrets. Oh, this is a great question. For me, my favorite book is, The Half-Blood Prince. It's where you really get to see the complexity of Snape's character and the mystery around Voldemort's Horcruxes. It's so captivating. There's a lot of depth in that book. More so than some of the others, I think. As for the movies, if you want to separate them, I'd say The Prisoner of Azkaban. It's a standout. The direction by Alfonso Cuarón brought such a unique atmosphere, and it introduced us to the Marauders' backstory. Plus, I loved how they brought the Time Turner scene to life. Oh, I totally agree, Simon. The Prisoner of Azkaban is actually my favorite movie, too. There's something about the mood and the darker tone that really draws you in. And it's such a pivotal point in Harry's story. He starts to uncover parts of... Sorry, I covered my mouth there. Parts of his parents' past. As for the books, our Order of the Phoenix really resonated with me. I love how you see Harry forming Dumbledore's army and finding his voice as the leader. It's inspiring to see how, even in the face of adversity, he doesn't back down. And of course, Hermione's character shines in that book. She's so clever and brave.
All right, if you're finished, you can take the next question, Jeanette.
Oh, I can? Okay, Kimura Bland says, I have 2 questions. One for Brittany. For all of you and then Brittany. I should really stop reading ahead. 1 question. If you could all be an insect for 1 week, which one would you be and why? 2, Brittany, if you had asked me to make you a fancy dress, how would you like me to make it? And for what occasion would you be wearing it for?
Oh, I'd be a grasshopper, definitely. They can jump super high, and I'd have a blast hopping around everywhere. Plus, they're quick and nimble. Totally my style. Could you imagine me bouncing across the backyard, dodging everything in sight? I'd be like a mini rock star of the insect world, showing off my jumps. Alvin and the grasshoppers.
I'd still choose to be an ant. They're incredibly strong, and they work so well as a team. It'd be fascinating to experience that kind of strength and coordination, especially since ants can carry objects way heavier than themselves. Plus, I'd get to see how their structured little societies operate firsthand.
Well, it should not be obvious that I would be a butterfly. Of course, butterflies are so graceful, and their colors are stunning. I'd love to feel what it's like to have those delicate, beautiful wings and just float around, catching everyone's eye. It would be like wearing the most gorgeous dress wherever I went. I think that I'd go with a honeybee. They're clever little creatures, and they contribute so much to nature by pollinating plants. Also, honeybees communicate through dances, which is fascinating. I'd also enjoy the sense of purpose they have, knowing every little task is helping the entire hive. Now, about that dress. If you were making me a fancy dress, I'd want it to be absolutely stunning. Something elegant and modern, with just the right amount of sparkle. I'd imagine it being flowy, off the shoulders, gotta show those collarbones, and in pastel pink, or maybe even a bold red. It would be perfect for a glamorous occasion, like a red carpet event, or a fancy gala. I'd want everyone to stop and stare at me the second I walk into the room.
Okay, I guess it's defaulting back to me now. Cam's World 13 says, "Hi, Chipmunks and Chipettes. I have a question. Have you guys ever been in theater? Oh, you bet I have. I was born to be on stage. Whether it's singing, acting, or just hamming it up for the crowd, I love every second of it. I've actually been in a few school plays, and not to brag or anything, but I totally stole the show. The energy, the lights, the applause, I live for it."
Alvin, yes, I've been in the theater too, though I prefer to the backstage roles sometimes, like helping with set design or working on the script. I appreciate how much work goes into every part of a production. But I've done my fair share of acting, as some of you may know the kissing scene, if you were there. But I once played Professor Higgins in My Fair Lady. It was quite the experience, especially with all those lines to memorize.
Are you kidding? Theater is practically my second home. I love performing, especially if I get to wear fabulous costumes and sing in front of an audience. I've played a few lead roles myself. One time, I was Cinderella. It was a school production, but it was still magical. There's something about the spotlight that makes me feel like I belong there. Yeah, I've done theater too. I'm usually cast in more supporting roles, which is totally fine by me. I once played the narrator in Into the Woods, but I got to tell the story while everyone else acted it out. It was really special being the one guiding the audience. And I enjoy the creative side too, like making costumes, helping out with props, that sort of thing.
All right, next question. Party Rock 2081 says, question for the Chipettes. Have you ever belly danced before? That's an interesting one.
I'm not 100% sure what your intentions were with this question, but I'm going to humor you, okay? Yes, I actually have tried belly dancing. I took a class once because I thought it would be fun and unique, Plus, it's such a beautiful and expressive style of dance. It was a little challenging at first, but once you get into the rhythm, it really is a good feeling. And the costumes, gorgeous! I just love how graceful and confident they make you feel. I could definitely see myself performing in front of a crowd someday. I've never actually taken a class, but Brittany did try to teach me a few moves once. I'll admit, I was a bit clumsy at first, but I eventually got the hang of it. It's fascinating how every movement has its own rhythm and style, and it's a great workout. I think it's a wonderful way to express yourself, even if you're doing it just for fun. Eleanor isn't here, so she can't give you her take on this, but when she tried it with us, she was pretty natural. But then again, so is everything Eleanor tries. She said it was a lot of fun and liked how she combined fitness with expression in the moves. I think she found it a unique way to stay active, and that she'd definitely be up for a Chipmunks belly dancing performance. You know, if we ever get the chance.
I think we might all enjoy that. We have time for just one more question, but, this is a particularly shorter episode, but it is what it is. Brittany, would you like to read out the last question? Pick one out at random.
Okay, let's see. Not that one. Is that one talking about nuts? Okay, Sane Fan says, I have a question for you guys. It's that time of year again. Are you going to stick to be eating salad this month? Because it's No Nut November. Never heard of that.
What? I'll just jump in right here. Yes, I'll take this one. ALVIN, let's just say that this month is about practicing a little extra self-control and discipline. I'll be focusing on a balanced, wholesome diet, perhaps leaning into salads and lighter options, staying sharp and mindful, Discipline is the name of the game.
Geez, Simon, did you have to push me so hard? Geez, it kind of hurts. I don't understand why you're so flustered and red. I don't get it. What did she say?
Nothing, ALVIN. Really doesn't matter. We don't need any flack for this. Just answer the question.
Okay, Simon, sure. I'm in too then. I'll be eating healthy, sticking to salads and all the good stuff. Plus, you gotta stay in shape. But I'll mix it up, of course. Maybe some fruit in there. Veggie wraps, smoothies. The good stuff. Plus, who needs all those heavy snacks anyway, when you're as busy as we are, right?
Yes, ALVIN.
You pushed me.
Sorry, Brittany.
You pushed me out of the way. You pushed ALVIN out of the way screaming about not eating nuts. What's gotten into you, Simon?
Brittany, I'll explain later after the show. You'll probably be blushing too.
You know what? I don't think I want to know.
Well, guys, that is all we have time for today's show. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and leave a like at the bottom and a question if you've got one. Don't post too many, though. We can only catalog so much, and if you keep on posting question after question, they get lost. But that doesn't mean don't post one, just one per episode, something like that. So pick wisely. But until then, like we said, thanks for watching, and keep on munkin'.